Hello and welcome back to another episode of Juan is Cooking. Today I will be making Juan's meatballs. You might find this recipe under Italian meatballs and all that, but this is my way. Okay, so in here I added about 3 pounds of ground beef, 3 pounds of ground pork. This is one yellow onion chopped. This is about a cup of fresh parsley, 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of Parmesan cheese, 3 eggs, 1 cup of Italian breadcrumbs, 3 tablespoons of garlic. I added a little bit of yellow mustard. I love yellow mustard, and you won't even taste it. And salt and pepper to taste. So we're gonna mix all this together, and we're gonna make our meatballs. I'm gonna bake this at 400 degrees for about 35 to 45 minutes. Depends on your oven. You wanna make sure the meatball with the thermometer it will reach 165 degrees Fahrenheit. 165 Fahrenheit inside, and that will do it. So I'm adding all the meatballs, all the mix. You always want to use, sorry, I'm using ground pork and ground beef, but you can substitute this with ground chicken and ground turkey. So if you're not into pork and ground beef, you can do that, and it will be probably, less fat, of course. So that's it. That's it. Okay. I like my meatballs big. So of course they take longer to cook, and you want to make sure the inside is fully cooked. I like them. Sometimes I like one on a dish, two of these maybe. It's up to you. If you want to make them smaller, it's up to you. So these are about 5 to 6 ounces each. So I'm gonna make about three per pound. About that. So yes, I like them big. And also, after this, I'm gonna make spaghetti, which you don't need a recipe for that, right? And I'm going to make a red tomato sauce, with just canned tomatoes. I'm gonna show you the best way to make it. It will taste better than the store-bought spaghetti sauce. This is a good recipe. You will love it. This one is kind of big. So yeah, that's it. So you see what I'm just kind of like making it form. You don't want to pack this too much, like no. You don't want to. You see, I already packed it. So you want to just make it a good size. The egg is gonna make sure that the meatball stays in shape with the breadcrumbs. You don't want this mix to be too runny. If you need to add a little bit more of milk, that's fine, but you don't want it like dripping all over, because it's gonna get messy, and you don't want that. You want a perfect meatball that is not dry, but it's not also really soggy. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna need 2 trays. So yeah, this recipe you can make it in half, or thirds. So you just buy 1 pound of each meat, pork or ground beef, or like I say, if you want to make it with chicken and turkey, Just buy 1 pound of each, and then about a third of a cup of milk, a third of a cup of pretty much everything on thirds. So milk, breadcrumbs, and Parmesan cheese, 1/3 of a cup. And then you add some salt and pepper to taste, and 1 egg. In my case, 3 eggs. Okay, I have my meatballs ready to go in the oven. So you want to make sure they're not touching too much. You want to give them room. But look at that beauty. Okay, I'm back. I'm back from commercials. Anyway, look at that beauty. Meatballs. So I'm making all this because I like to cook and I like to have leftovers. I love leftovers. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some spaghetti and also some red sauce. I'm gonna post the link in there, the recipe, and I'm gonna eat. There's 3 of us here today, so whatever leftover I have, I'm gonna put them in a container for later, for another day, or my son or my wife can eat it later, another day. Because this is, I will eat 1 or 2. My kids 1, 2. So yeah, I will have probably 6 or 7 more dishes for any guest or for later. You can also freeze them too, but I don't recommend that. If you're gonna make them, at least eat them in the next 5-6 days. So I have my oven warming up. 1 degree. Beautiful. 35 minutes. Ah, beautiful. Okay, so the meatballs are ready. I checked the meatballs before and they needed extra 7 minutes. So now you can see they are nice and brown. And the only way to know is this thermometer here needs to mark 160. So you shove it in there and then 165. So it's right there. Okay, yeah, they're ready. They were getting close to 170, but that's good. Now we take them out, but they are beautiful. All right, our meatballs, they mark 170. What is it? Oh, right there. So 170. So I actually went over 5 extra degrees, but that's fine. So I'm just gonna let them cook. Let it sit in here. I'm making tomato sauce. I'm gonna make some spaghetti, and that's gonna be our dinner. Okay, our beautiful meatballs are ready. Beautiful, and I still have like 6 more over there. And there's always one way to know if it's good or not. Oh man, look at that beauty. You don't want to see pink. If you see pink, it needs more time. Man, I can tell it's juicy. All right. Here you go. Oh. Perfect. I won't change anything. Make them the way I made them and you'll be happy. Oh man, I wish you were here. These are really good. So, yes, that's it. Thank you for watching and I hope you like my video and you learned something new today. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Maybe prime rib, ribeye, a ribeye with mushrooms and onions. Ah, perfect. Hey, great. It was fun cooking this for you, for me actually, for the family. Hey, cheers, and I'll see you next time. Love you. I love you. Share, like, subscribe.